I'm happy to be here to flag off this ceremony to celebrate Mike at 70. Sometimes when you see you're going for somebody's 70th birthday, you get worried. Because the Bible has some kind of stories about 70 years. Because if you read Psalm 90 verse 10, it talks about 3 scores and 10. That means that when you reach 70, you should be prepared to be buried. So when you're going for 70th birthday, it's always difficult. What will you say now? Because the man, by the biblical standard, is supposed to be waiting to die. But luckily, the Bible itself, if you go to Genesis chapter 6, verse 3, it talks about 120 years, that we can live for 120 years. So Mike still have another 50 years to live, minimum. So we thank God that the Bible is a book that balances everything, and that we're supposed not to die at 70. We can live up to 120 years. We thank God for Mike. If you look at the way I appear, I normally don't appear this way in ceremonies. I used to wear a full traditional dress. But I decided to appear this way because to remind me of our days as a deputy governor. As deputy governor. Because even my picture that he used for the program is the picture I took when I was a deputy governor. So he selected that picture when I was there. So if you look at that face, it's much younger than my current face. But Mike is somebody that is difficult for me to place. As a human being from my primary school to the tertiary level and gotten involved in politics by divine providence from deputy governor to the president of this country, post-presidency up today, it's one of the few friends I have that can give out their neck for me. Politics in the Nigerian standard is about betrayal. I've witnessed a lot of betrayals, especially my 2015 elections. You find it difficult to see somebody who will say the same thing in the morning and say the same thing in the afternoon and the same thing in the evening. Most politicians, you cannot take their words to the bank. They will tell you something, the next 1 hour they are saying another thing. The next 1 hour they are saying another thing. Mike is somebody who, I have one or other friends, but Mike is one person that will take a bullet on my behalf. So for occasion like this, I don't know how to comment, other people to speak. But for me, he's somebody that you can take his word to the bank. Mike, you have tried, you're a honest person, you're a true Catholic. And I'm quite pleased to associate with you. In fact, whenever I come to Benin for programs, I used to sleep in his, I don't even stay in hotel. Though this time around, because the children, grandchildren, everybody came, so I said, okay, please, let the children and grandchildren take the house I'm in the hotel. But that's how close we are. Now, Mike has been a good person, and for us to have the current Chief Judge of the state and about 3 former Chief Justices of the state here speaks volume. For us to have 3 former governors here speaks volume. And the caliber of people we see around here to celebrate mine speaks volume. Well, I'm happy to have such a person as a friend, and I cannot say much, but all what I will do is, like my good friend Aswe Godalo is here, would have been a good governor of Edo State, but don't worry. Yeah? God has a reason for everything. Yes. And the deputy governor is here, so don't worry. God has a good a reason for everything. Edo State is also, it's like my second state after Bayelsa because of mine. Ordinarily, my wife is from Bayelsa, my wife is from River State. And I grew up in the old River State until Bayelsa State was created in 96, and of course I became a deputy governor in 1999. But those states is almost like my second state because of the relationship I have with Mike Otiadomi. Mike, thank you for being a good boy. And not just a good boy, you're a good husband and a good father and a good grandfather. Because there's nothing about the family that you don't brief me. And I'm quite pleased with that. So let me, as the chairman of this occasion, while declaring the proposal, thank all of you for coming to celebrate somebody